Morning, how are you doing today? Oh, that's good.
Bam. We're not getting it.
Just 1 second. All right. So this is where he's going to be released to go to a different county.
So Judge, he was given a PR bond, I believe, over in Howard County.
Mhm.
Howard County refused to come pick him up to resolve the outstanding cases. So I do have something that I would like to present to the court.
Yes.
Possibly go ahead and release Mr. Huff. Have him report to his CSO within 24 hours of his release. Report weekly, submitting weekly UAs. For him to get a chance to address his pending charges, we would request the reset date for self-surrender for state ISF for 3 weeks, just to see if the cases have been resolved. If they have not been resolved, then maybe.
And what cases does he have in Howard County?
Judge, it's an unauthorized use of a motor vehicle case, and I can provide a little insight, Judge.
Yes.
His reconnected with his family members. There is a strong likelihood, based on my conversations with my client, he was in custody at this time, and it was, his brother might have provided an ID or something. So it's potentially a case that should go away. But we didn't know about it. It wasn't fitting. My client wasn't aware about it because it wasn't his case to know about, Judge.
All right, just 1 second, because I don't like cases to be out there and not solved. Could I see someone from the state? On this case, he's supposed to be going into inpatient treatment, but he can't go because of Howard County. Howard County said they're not picking him up.
Okay.
So is there any way you can get in contact with the prosecutor in Howard County just to see, let them know what we're doing here, and maybe they will dismiss his case?
Okay.
So is that possible?
I can try to reach out to somebody.
All
Sure.
right, so let's see if we can get this solved today.
I might ask, could you potentially consider holding holding in abeyance and letting him do an intensive outpatient, Judge? My client has been doing some work in the jail and has to have an update there as well.
Tell you the reason why I have issues with that. And it's just based on things that have happened in the past. People always do well when they don't have controlled substances readily available. So first, I still may do what's being suggested, but first let me see if the prosecutor can talk to the prosecutor in Howard County to see if they can get that dismissed. If the answer is no, then I will consider what you all are recommending. And the reason why is because they've done an evaluation and they're the professionals, and they're saying that you need inpatient treatment. So let me just see what she says. She's going to call them right now, and let's see, they may dismiss it.
My client is prepared to make arrangements and in touch with people like Lifetime Recovery. He's got a sober living home set up when he go. He reminded me that he has 120 days of daily sober support meetings. He's been doing that in jail.
The problem is, like with Lifetime Recovery and everything, I don't know if he'll be precluded because he has open cases in Howard. So let's just see if we can get the open cases taken care of. If we can, great. If we can't, then I'll do something else.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, but something's going to happen today.
Perfect.
All right, thank you. Hello. Hi. So things worked out beautifully. So they're going to dismiss your case, but they're dismissing it because we're sending you to inpatient treatment, okay? So you will be done with whatever's happening in Howard County.
And I'll work with them today. We'll make sure that they got what they need to get.
No, I'm going Lifetime.
No, if they are saying ISF, however, if you want to speak with probation, and if probation feels that inpatient treatment of Lifetime Recovery is better, then I'll consider that. But it's going to be an inpatient facility.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And that's per your, the request for the other county in order for them to dismiss your cases.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Court is calling 2022 CR 2755, State versus Luttrell Miles. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Andrea Matos for the defense.
And are you Mr. Luttrell Miles?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Luttrell Miles who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 2755 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams, on July 13, 2023 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, state's proceeding on violated condition number 4 of the supplemental MTR, which reads,
All right, just one moment. Does anyone have a copy of the supplemental? I don't have that. All right, thank you. Thank you, LaShawn.
You're welcome.
Mr. Miles, did you review the supplemental report?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Violated condition number 4, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Luttrell Miles did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of December 2023, January, February, March, April, and May of 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
All right,
We would waive all others, Your Honor. And then as for an agreement, we would ask that you grant state's motion to revoke, sentence Mr. Miles to 3 years in TDC, and as well as take into consideration clause number 2025 CR 005391.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the cost number?
2025
Mhm.
CR 005391.
All right. And defense?
Yes, Your Honor, that is our understanding of the agreement. We ask that you follow that recommendation by the state and probation and follow the agreement.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
That's Robert Shea Miles.
All right, why have you not been successful on probation?
When I was put on, when I was given me the probation, I'm a plumber, doing the UA testing in the morning every day to go to work. I wouldn't be able to go out to go to work, and I wouldn't be able to provide. So I thought,
You didn't even report.
I did 3 times. The lady, she told me that I would have to call, and I'm a plumber. In the morning, we have to go out to work. I can't. I mean, if I would have been able to do it in the afternoon, yes, I could have made waves, but in the morning, I couldn't. So
So here's the question. Why do people think when they're on probation, it means that they don't have to report? I don't understand that. Because here's the thing. When you're on probation, you're not like regular people in the sense that you can just go do whatever you want to do. Otherwise, people would place people on probation and say, just don't pick up another case, which they're taking something into consideration. So it appears that you picked up a new case as well.
yes, I did.
So
ma'am.
you had time to pick up a new case, but you didn't have time to report or call your probation officer.
I understand it's a privilege of being on probation, ma'am. I've been in drug court before. I understand.
Mhm. All right, so let me just explain something to you. I am going to grant the motion. I am going to revoke you. But if you continue on the path that you're continuing on, you're either going to end up at somebody's prison for the rest of your natural life, or either somebody's going to come out and identify your body because the last time you use is going to be maybe the last time you use. You understand?
I understand, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to grant the motion, revoke, taking consideration 2025 CR 005391, sentence you to 3 years in the prison. And are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, I am, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will give you credit for any time served. I'm going to request the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community does not increase the time that you're in custody. So for example, you received 3 years. I followed the agreement that you reached. If they are working with you in the therapeutic community and they say, your 3 years is up, but we want to spend more time working with you, they don't get to keep you. The most time you can get is 3 years. That's it. And if you are paroled before 3 years, they don't get to say, we don't want him paroled. We want him to continue working with this class. The therapeutic community is just designed to give you tools. So hopefully you will be able to control your addictions and be sober. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I'm sorry, one other thing that I'm going to order is no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own. Oh, I'm so sorry. The correct cause number for the case that's being taken in consideration is 2025 CR 005391. All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome. Morning, how are you doing today? Oh, that's good. Let me just pull up your case. All right, so where are we on discovery?
We have the original reports and everything. I don't think discovery is gonna be an issue with this case. It's pretty easy. Give us a yes.
All right, did the state tender an offer?
They're reviewing the file for an offer. There's actually an issue getting the file down for the
PD, Judge.
Sorry?
We're gonna review for PTD.
Okay. And how long will that take you?
Oh, not very long at all, Judge. We can reset for whatever the court feels is proper.
All right.
I think it's the first setting you're on.
Okay. Just one moment. Just give me a second. She's getting someone from the jail.
Sure.
All right, Norma, on this case, the state is considering PTD. Could you recall this in 2 weeks, please? And it is Cassandra Garza on page 6. Is that 2 weeks? Okay, October 6th, council.
I believe that day is good, Judge. I'm checking it right now. Are you gonna be in court on the 7th, Your Honor?
Let me see. Norma, can you place this on the 7th? All right,
Thank you.
once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Your Honor.
thank you.
Don't remember what side I'm on, Judge.
Oh, this side. That was a move that was requested by the deputies for security reasons. Because defense attorneys were on this side. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 5387, State versus Candace Cox. Can I have parties announce?
Melissa Alvin for the state.
Scott Hill for the defendant, Ms. Cox.
Defense. Can you ask them to move down there, the attorney? Thank you. All right, we're back on the record. And you are Ms. Cox?
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Candace Leah Cox who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 5387 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance? All right, we're going to go off the record. All right. With regards to the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision, any requests from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, we'd like to make an oral amendment to the allegations as far as the offense that she was placed on probation for. It should read possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, Ms. Cox, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Candace Lee Cox.
All right, Ms. Cox, the state is requesting an amendment to the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. They're asking that it be amended to include the words possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a substantive change. Do you have any objection to continuing with that change?
No.
All right. And are you waiving notice?
Yes.
All right. State, you may proceed.
Your Honor, we'll proceed on violation of condition number 41, the last condition. On or about the 21st day of February 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Candace Leah Cox, then and there failed to comply with the rules and regulations of the felony drug court, and that the probationer absconded and illegally removed their GPS monitor. This is in violation of condition number 41.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
We'll waive the rest, Your Honor.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 41, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 41?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 41 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's not an agreement, Your Honor. We're recommending revocation and 1 year in the state jail, and I think Mr. Hill is asking for something different.
Yes.
Judge, I can put her on as a witness as well as her mother, but just to give you the Cliff Notes version, right now, she understands. Her mom, she had a serious drug issue back when she took this plea, back in, I think, early 2023.
Mhm.
Her mother, who is Miss Juanita Garcia in the wheelchair, to protect her daughter, who was 6 at the time, moved her and her husband sitting right behind her,
Mhm.
moved down to Corpus Christi and took her daughter.
Mhm.
She could not be without her daughter. So she did something she shouldn't have done, and she understands that.
When you say she could not be without her daughter, are you talking about your client's daughter?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
So irrationally, she admits that she made a mistake. She just moved down there. And her daughter was 6 at the time. She didn't want to lose contact with her. Now, her mother did that to protect her 6-year-old because she had a drug issue at that time. When she moved down there, her fiance went with her. Not too long after that, her fiance passed away in her arms, had a heart attack, and that has completely just changed her. She's not doing drugs anymore, Judge. In a fate of irony, Judge, her disobeying and breaking the conditions of her probation has actually propelled her. Not that it has anything to do with that, but she found herself, Judge. She got help. She's been clean for over a year. She's solely responsible for taking care of her parents and her 9-year-old daughter. So everything is going great in Corpus. Now I'm hoping that the court will consider, because she's doing so good right now, and you can hear from her mother in a second if they need to
to extend her probation and maybe transfer it down there. She's happy to do whatever the court wants her to do. But sending her, she knows she deserves to probably do a little time for what she did. But I think that in the long run, it's going to hurt her mom and her dad and her daughter even more. And to the point where the state will probably take custody of the daughter because the grandparents aren't physically able to take care of her. So those are the issues I want to hold to. And if you need to hear from the witness, happy to put them on.
All right, well, what I can tell you, here's my issue. Number one, I don't know if you've been cleaned or not because you didn't report. I don't understand why you would cut off your GPS and leave Bexar County when I know that felony drug court would have addressed those issues with you. So what have you done on probation other than cut off your GPS monitor and leave to go live with your mom when your mom removed your daughter from this situation because you have a drug addiction? So what have you done?
I've just been taking care of them.
No. What have you done on probation?
I made a visit,
Judge, I think
visited with the probation officer.
she had one visit. It happened like right after she was put on deferred, Judge. I think she had one visit and then she left.
Okay. That's a problem. I mean, because felony drug court is there to help you. And what you just pled to is you removed your GPS monitor and you absconded. And you were on probation. And what you did was you took up a space that somebody else could have had because felony drug court, they're always at capacity because it's a very good program and it's to help people with drug addictions. So basically what you did was you cut off your monitor after your parents had left. And the reason why your parents left and took your daughter with them is because you were not an appropriate person to be around a 6-year-old. So what did you do? With your drug addiction, you cut off your GPS and then you left. I'm not going to continue you. I'm going to grant the motion and I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, and I'm going to recommend the therapeutic community. I'll retain jurisdiction. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, so you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were in deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Ready? Yes.
That's the motion. I gave you the order.
Okay. Court is calling 2024 CR 4123, State versus Miguel Aguilar. Can I have parties announced?
Stephen Spear for the state.
Tony Adondas on behalf of Mr. Aguilera.
All right, Mr. Aguilar, are you able to unmute, please? If you'll hold down on the space bar, it's the longest key on the keyboard. Right, so what you'll, let me have them on mute.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're muted.
Thank you, Deputy. Are you Mr. Aguilar?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Aguilera, I'm sorry.
Aguilera. All right, thank you.
They've got it on there.
They forgot the R. Mr. Aguilera, could you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Miguel Angel Aguilera Jr.
All right. Mr. Aguilera, you are entitled to appear in court in person. Do you have any objections appearing by Zoom?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, not a.
No.
Objection? All right, we're here because your attorney has filed a motion for a bond. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
And is he on deferred adjudication or no?
It's an unadjudicated, judge. It's an open case.
All right, because it has.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. All right, so there's a request for bond. Is there an agreement on a bond amount from either side?
There is, Your Honor. I believe the previous bond had been $5,000. We have an agreement for $10,000 subject to the courts. That's correct.
All right. And just give me one moment.
I never filed for it, but if it was in the state of Texas, I would say no, but actually, there was I believe there was $160,000. Bond is 30,000, there's no way I can afford that. Also on my credit report or something like that, that I'm not, I'm unaware of, so yes, there is, I believe that now before.
All right, defense. The court will note that the reason he doesn't have a bond, he previously had a PR bond. It was revoked because he didn't appear. So if you call your client as a witness to address those issues for the court on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. We call Miguel Aguilera.
All right, Mr. Aguilera, you're still under oath. Your attorney has some questions for you.
January, you were set in court, is that right?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so.
You had some ongoing health issues to deal with, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And has that caused you to be in and out of the hospital on numerous occasions?
On many occasions, sir. It has, health-wise, I'm limited to my mobility and to function at all.
Where's it at?
In fact, prior to January, when you showed up in court, you showed up in a wheelchair, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
In fact, by the time January came around, you completely lost use of your legs, is that correct?
Yes, sir. My lumbar spine was fractured.
And in January, when you were supposed to appear, you were actually in the emergency room and then later in the hospital, is that
Yes,
correct?
that's correct.
Thank you. And you've got some ongoing medical conditions that just recently resulted in some amputation, is that right?
Yes, sir. Both legs, yes, sir.
That was just within the last 2 weeks, is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
If the court were to set a reasonable bond in this case, can you assure the court that you will show up to court when you're supposed to now?
I'm 100% sure I can, Mr. Hernandez.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Mr. Aguilar. We'd pass the witness.
And Your Honor, I don't have any
Yes, sir.
questions, but I just, as a discussion off record, I did want to note from discussing with defense counsel, I believe Mr. Aguilera needs some physical therapy, and at least at this point at the jail, he's unable to receive those. That's part of the reason for the state's agreement with defense.
All right.
And that's correct, Judge. I apologize.
So both parties are in agreement to setting the bond at $10,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is going to be the court's findings. The court is going to find that your client does need services that the Bexar County Jail could not provide. And those are related to rehabilitations due to the double amputation. The court is going to note for the record that there are some issues with regards to potential infection that may happen at the Bexar County Jail based upon his double amputation. And also the court is finding that, and both of you all agreed that a doctor states that due to the double amputation, he is going to need some form of rehabilitation to regain the ability to walk or to obtain prosthetics. So with that being said, the court will follow your agreement, set the bond at $10,000. Any other conditions that are being requested from either side?
Your Honor, the only thing I could possibly think of, and I think these cases have already been adjudicated, is no contact with the co-defendants.
All right. And there's to be continued no contact with co-defendants. And when would you all like this recalled?
I believe the court had indicated earlier that it would be 60 days.
Yes.
I believe it was November
13th.
13th. Yes.
All
Okay.
right. So Mr. Aguilera, your next court date is going to be November 13th. Could you hold down the space bar for me, please?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, Mr. Aguilar, you're going to need to be in court on November 13th at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
I understand, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. All right. So he'll be excused and we'll see everybody back on November 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And if you let them. Just do it as a discovery. We'll see where we are on that date.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, thank you for accommodating.
You're welcome. All right, you guys have a good one. Your eye is getting better.
Sadly, they've told me I'm gonna have to have glaucoma surgery, so I'm gonna have.
Surgery?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have surgery. I already had it on this one. I'm gonna have to have it on this one now too, so.
See. All right, thank you.
Yes. Correct. Go, Judge.
Hello. All right. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 9472, State versus Ricardo Ramirez Jr. Can I have parties announced?
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Ramirez.
All right, the defendant has previously entered a plea of true on the motion to revoke, and we're just here for the court to sentence.
Correct, Judge.
All right. Yes.
Judge, so Mr. Ramirez, the court had sent him to adult drug court with the idea that he was perfectly willing to do that. When he gets there, he just doesn't qualify because his needs aren't great enough for that. We wanted to address the status issue with the court, didn't have a chance to do that before the MTR was issued. But we're here, we've conferred. I've conferred with probation, I've conferred with the state. What we think is appropriate, given his needs and given the TAP evaluation and what drug court found, we're hoping that supportive outpatient and a year on SCRAM, there's a new SCRAM bracelet, would be sufficient for the court.
All right.
Judge, Steve Jarvis was here, on Thursday when we were kind of looking over the case, and the recommendation that's listed on the court summary, he did not agree with. We combed through on the court summary and on the TAP evaluation, we combed through the case, and based on the violations that were presented, we just felt like status would not be the best option, and it would just be overkill basically. So we did come up with a plan for supportive outpatient treatment, and then getting him on the track watch if the court
Oh, but that's correct, Your Honor. We all kind of conferred together, and that was what we came up with.
Okay. Anything you want to say? You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ricardo Ramirez.
All right, what do you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. I was issued the initial MTR in January and I've been compliant ever since. No major violations. I've been working hard on complying with everything that the court has issued.
Working, became employee.
And I am working. I have a good job. Status would require me to leave that job, which I've been at for almost 12 years. It's very important.
So here's my question for you. So obviously, someone believes you need some type of treatment. And what I can tell you, when you get to the point where it's a DWI third, obviously you're a person who has a problem controlling alcohol intake. So the only issue we're here for today is whether or not I'm going to send you to inpatient treatment, or whether or not I am going to follow the agreement that's been reached. So what you need to focus on with me is not that it's going to cost you your job or any of that. You need to focus with me on what have you been doing to maintain your sobriety. So tell me about that.
Yes, ma'am. I've been going to AA regularly. I completed the initial counseling that was recommended in the original probation.
Mhm.
I made sure I finished those classes and obliged by by your judgments.
And how often have you been doing AA meetings?
A few times a week,
All right, so what do you mean by a few times a week?
2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, and you can continue. What else have you been doing?
I thought you were on Scram for a while.
I was on Scram, so the initial MTR back in January had me at 30 days on Scram. I was on it for about 60 days, no violations. Still on the pain, still on the breathalyzer unit. Just to show you that I am committed to sobriety. So I've had no major violations since January, so almost 9.5 months. I am dedicated. I am willing to show you that I am dedicated.
All right, so this is what you need to realize, and this is what I tell a lot of people. So if you are unsuccessful on this probation, you're looking at potentially 6 years in the prison. And you know, if you end up going to prison, you're probably going to lose your employment. You understand? Probation. So, do you think he needs the intensive outpatient treatment? Or do you think continuing with sober support meetings isn't?
Judge, I would say the supportive outpatient treatment, in addition to, at a minimum, in addition to his sober support meeting.
All right. So how often do you want him to do sober support meetings?
Twice a week.
All right. So number one, you're going to have to do NA or AA meetings 2 times per week at a minimum. Do you understand? Now, if you need more than that to maintain your sobriety, of course you can do more.
Yes.
But at a minimum, 2 times per week. Do you understand?
Yes.
And then they want supportive outpatient treatment. So I'm going to order that. And then with regards to the alcohol monitoring device, what are you requesting?
He's currently on the portable device, a portable handheld device. Another way that we can track alcohol monitoring is either increase the amount of times that he flows into that device or put him on that track watch, Judge.
Which is the least expensive?
Well,
Because it's the track watch. How much is that?
that one's the one that's either $5 or $10 a day.
So track watch, that's $5 to $10 per day.
Mhm.
So you're looking at about maybe $150 a month, or perhaps $300 a month. Or you can remain on the other device that you have, and you're going to have to blow in it more than what you're blowing into the machine for testing.
I'm okay with getting the device and doing it more often.
All right. How often do you?
How often does he currently?
3 times a day.
3 times a day?
Yes.
Every day, right? There's no,
Every day.
yeah. 5?
And that's,
feasible?
I think that's feasible. If
All right. Then it'll be testing 5 times per day. All right. Is there anything else?
No.
All right. Thank you for addressing appropriately for court. They'll go over conditions with you. Make sure you follow them. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Further to Galloway.
All right. Megan.
Yes, Judge.
So
a chance for the violation report.
yes.
The violation report.
I've had a chance to review it, and my review of it appears that the defendant just stopped at places he was not supposed to go, and so what Mr. Martinez offered explanation to them.
All right. So what do you want with regards, what do you want the court to do with regards to the violation report?
For the GPS violations, in my review of them, they're not extremely egregious. I would just ask for a sanction.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your work schedule?
I work Monday through Friday, 3 to 11, and when weekends are posted, I send it to Mr. McCory and he approves it for a set time.
And Judge, this was a miscommunication.
Yeah.
Mr. Garcia's had his car repossessed, so he and his wife were down to one car. He got gas in her car, took her to work, and that was it. He had communicated with GPS, thought that issue I thought it was a non-issue. And so that's why we're having, at that point, we get the issue with the GPS thing. He's had some communications back and forth. He's tried to be as open and communicative with pretrial as possible. There are occasionally some hiccups, but we found that if he keeps, number one, if he keeps communicating, and number two, if he's dealing with the same person, Mr. McCrory, that we typically don't have these issues. So he's apologetic to the court, but that's the crux of the issue.
It was 2 weekends in a row where he approved my going to work. And I'm literally either on the way or already at work. And first they call me from California and then they call me from pretrial that I'm not approved for set work time, that I have to turn back home. So they've written me up and I was on the verge of losing my job also because of said lack of communication. It's gotten better. And we're communicating on a much better level now. I had to sit down with him the last day I was here, when you weren't here, and he gave me the UA, whatever, and I passed, and we had a frank conversation.
So is there an issue with communication currently?
No, ma'am. I communicated this morning that I was going to be in court, and if he needed me to go afterwards, because I have to go to the bondsman afterwards, if the court allows.
I mean, it seems like that part is good. His communication with Mr. McCurry is actually pretty good.
Okay.
The problem is sometimes things don't get put in the notes.
Yes.
And if he's going outside of normal hours that have been approved, sometimes it's not in the notes. And so they'll jump on him and that's what was happening here.
Yeah. He went on vacation last week and there was a new guy that I had to communicate with. And I went to work and he says, "Oh, what are you doing? You're not scheduled to work." I said, "My schedule is Monday through Friday, 3 to 11. He said, "Well, he didn't put it in the notes, but let me fix it right now." And I said, out of curiosity, he already had approved the weekend. And did he put that in the notes? And he said, no. And he did it right there and then. So sometimes, I mean, I understand I'm not the only defendant. So sometimes it might miss, but
certainly you're trying to communicate to them as well as you can.
yes, sir.
All right. And has he already completed the
I'm already set for the in-person assessment for bright lifetime recovery and all that.
he's reading my mind. Get out of my mind. All right. So here's my question, State. Do you all want to do maybe a tracking and specific areas he's not allowed to be in? That's just something to think about. If the issue is he's not being allowed to work, or either do tracking with a curfew.
Yeah, okay, let me just, I'm sorry, that's why you're asking me. And then
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, yes, I will look at that.
All right, so guys, just have a seat and see if you all can come to an agreement so maybe we don't have this issue again. And then come up when you're ready to approach.
Yes.
Yes. All right, and you're saying, counsel, that you're requesting a continuance?
I am, Judge.
Okay, what's the reason?
So I had some family issues last week that kind of chewed up my whole week. And the week before that, I was in a murder trial in Carson City.
Okay.
And so I do need some additional time to prepare and get the witnesses ready and those sorts of things. But it's our first setting. I've conferred with the state on this.
Do you have any objection?
I'm not objecting, Judge, for continuance at this time.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can recall this in 2 weeks, please.
One.
All right, September 29th.
We do another day that week because I'm out of county both Monday and Tuesday.
All right, Norma. He says he's out of county Monday and Tuesday. Are you able to do it that Thursday?
Yes. Yes.
All right, we'll be back on October 2nd for sentencing.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. May I be
Thank you.
excused?
Thank you for addressing appropriately. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. See. All right, so where are we on the Laurel Ridge records?
I actually do believe those are still outstanding. I did not check on those, Your Honor. We had another issue come up with a juvenile proceeding that we need some more time on.
All right, when is the juvenile proceeding going to take place?
There is allegations that there is a juvenile case pending that I don't know anything other than she has confirmed that there is a juvenile case they expect to file against him.
Okay.
So that's all I know about that. So I would like to know more about that in addition to Laurel Ridge records.
All right, so this is going to be the last setting for discovery. If it's not tendered to the defense, then the court will consider whatever motions you wish to file, Mr. Bond.
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Ferguson, on this case, if I can have a 30-day reset for discovery.
Yeah, that's fine, Judge.
All right, so we're going to come back on October 16th. That'll be for discovery to make sure that your counsel has all of the information he needs to proceed, okay?
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Heath.
Judge. You're welcome. Are y'all ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court is calling 2020 CR 10020 State versus Adriana Ayala. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Judith Lemert for the defendant.
And are you Adriana Ayala?
Yes, I am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
The document, I did.
Did you understand it?
I did.
Are you the same Adriana Ayala who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 10020 for the offense of assault family second offense on October 11, 2021 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, State, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Violation of condition number 41. On or about the 30th day of May.
Excuse me, I don't have a violation of 41. Is that a supplemental?
No.
Thank you, Ms. Abrams. Oh, I have the incorrect one.
Oh,
All right, you may proceed.
yes, Your Honor. Violation condition number 41. On or about the 30th day of May 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Adriana Ayala, did then and there fail to comply with the rules and regulations of the Esperanza Court, in that the defendant absconded from the women's sober homes in violation of condition number 41.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
State will waive the other violation, Your Honor.
Any objections to the waivers? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition 41, the court could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 2 years in the prison?
Actually, so she's supposed to be against me. She's supposed to be for me. Why did you just give him some paperwork to be against me? If he didn't want the paperwork, it shouldn't have been filled out. Was it not complete? Was his record not complete?
I just pointed something out to him on his paperwork.
Because his paperwork that was in your hand is not in his hand.
No,
I didn't get it. That's why he's doing it now. Because he didn't have it earlier.
All right, so this is what the state is accusing you of. They're accusing you of not following the requirements of Esperanza Court. Do you understand that? All right, you just pled true to that allegation, which is number 41. Do you understand that? And do you understand that the state is not proceeding on any other violations in the motion to revoke? They're only proceeding on violation of 41. Do you understand?
Yes, I am.
All right, so do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 41?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
All right, by pleading true to violation of condition number 41, the court could sentence you up to 2 years in the prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, the court is going to find violation of condition number 41 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. That is to revoke the defendant's community supervision and sentence the defendant to 2 years TDC.
That is the agreement, Judge.
All right, the court will sentence you, the court will grant the motion, revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did she pay the $100 to the approved Family Violence Center? You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Correct.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Adriana Ayala.
Yes, did you pay the $100 to the approved Family Violence Center?
I don't remember. I did pay my $1,000
For the court?
Yes, ma'am. But I don't know what else was included to my dollars. But he said I didn't know. Mr. Patrick said and Thorpe said I didn't know any fines. So I'm thinking that might have been included.
Okay, let me ask.
But I'm not.
If I may, Your Honor, the court summary reflects that she did pay the $100.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So the court then, as previously stated, will give you credit for any time served. There's a affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you agree to that sentence? Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, I am. You know that.
Yes, there was something you wanted to say?
I have an idea of how much credit time served I have. Do you have an idea of how much credit time served I have?
I can,
They will be able to tell, no, they'll be able to tell your attorney. The clerk will be able to tell your attorney how much time you actually have in. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
I did.
All right, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak with an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And I'm sorry, also, as previously ordered in the agreement for probation, there's to be no contact with Cesar Rodriguez.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And Judge, but just for the record, I did let Ms. Ayala know that she does have credit for 578 days.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
May I be excused?
All right, yes, where are we on discovery?
Judge, this is our first appearance. I'll have to check my files to verify that I've received all the discovery from the state.
All right, was the state able to tender an offer or no?
They did tender an offer, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this for 30 days for a plea deadline date. All right, so we'll be back on October 16th. At that time, you need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement with the state. Do you understand? Do you have any questions about anything?
No.
All right, we'll see you then.
Judge, if I could impose on you that October is my drug court month, could we do that on the 14th?
All right, Ms. Ferguson, is the 14th available?
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you,
October
Judge.
14th.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank
12:30 PM to 12:30 AM,
AM to PM.
AM to PM.
What, 12:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.?
Yes, that should allow him to work. And then we could supply documentation to GPS if he's got some weekend shifts.
Okay.
And then just continued, no contact, have 2 names and then 2 addresses.
All right. So if you all will write that in the order for me and hand that back to me and I'll put it in the system. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Adriana. So this is the new order. That's fine. Thank you. Okay, let me go to your client's case. All right, today is plea deadline date.
Your Honor, we have received an offer. My client has pending criminal charges in another jurisdiction. He has an attorney on those, and this attorney was just retained in Hardin County to represent him. And I'm trying to get with the attorney to kind of see what can happen here and there. And I would just ask that we give an extra time.
All right, and why were you late for court?
I live in Houston.
Well, he told me he got here, but he had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, no, he wasn't on time.
No, when he got here, he had to go to the bathroom before he reported.
No, I mean, he wasn't on time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Next time, come into the court and then.
so Ms. Ferguson? On this case, set it for a jury trial date and plea deadline date, please. State, how long is this trial going to last?
Yes.
All right, so it'll be a short trial, Ms. Ferguson. All right, so your jury trial date is going to be November 12th, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. See? All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 11229. State versus Christopher Armstrong. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
David Rodriguez for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Armstrong?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Christopher M. Armstrong who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11229 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on February 6, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Your Honor, state is proceeding on violated condition number 2, which reads, on or about the 3rd day of March 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Christopher M. Armstrong did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Your Honor, state would waive all other violations.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the proposed agreement is to grant state's motion, enter an adjudication of guilt and sentence to 1 year in the state jail facility.
All right.
That is our agreement, Your Honor.
All right, and has he paid the $600 to the complainant?
I believe he's got a zero balance according to probation's chief. He's paid everything.
All right, so probation, he's paid the restitution amount?
That is correct.
All right, awesome. All right, are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court then will grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Apollonio Albizio, ALBZIO. There should be no unsupervised contact with minors. And the court will recommend the therapeutic community. Probation, is there anything else?
Judge, I did want you to be aware that he's got some days that were not counted in that. 168 days, I believe.
He's successfully completed 5, Judge.
All right. Legally, the court has to give you credit for any time in SATF. So the court will give you credit for successful inpatient treatment. And there should be $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrently. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No further, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're going to have to take care of your drug issues. If you don't, only two things can possibly end up happening. Either you're going to spend the rest of your life at somebody's prison or in somebody's jail, or either somebody's going to have to identify your body, because the last time you use may be the last time you use. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and counsel, I do believe you. I don't want you to think that I didn't believe you when you said he had paid everything, but sometimes there's some miscommunication on pay everything. Does that mean the fines, or does that mean the restitution?
And I wasn't 100% positive what the answer is. I knew he had a zero balance as far as everything here on probation, but I didn't know if that included the restitution or not.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So are you still enjoying married life?
So far, so good. Which one?
All right. So these issues have been addressed?
Yes, Your Honor. We are agreeing to do that for alternate amending conditions, Your Honor, to add BIP and no contact with Maria Cristina Gonzalez, or Rodriguez, excuse me.
All right. We've already done no contact with Maria Rodriguez, right? Is that who it is? Yeah. So that's already been done. So has there been a violation with that, or is this somebody new?
Someone else.
So who is it this time?
And
It's the same, that's the same person that they put on there.
So-
Christina Maria Rodriguez is my aunt.
All right. So has she been having contact with this person and she's not supposed to?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that the case that she's currently on probation for was a different victim of her father, and that's what the no contact order was in place for. The new number one that state file is supposed to withdraw on is for this new Maria Rodriguez person. That's why I wanted to add the no contact order.
All right. So as a condition of her bond, she had a no contact order with her.
For bond, yes.
Okay.
We're making it part of probation terms.
Okay. What, we're here because I'm assuming the aunt didn't want to go forward or something?
Yes.
All right, so here's the thing. Do you want to go to the Bexar County Jail for a year?
No.
Then you need to learn how to keep your hands to yourself. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And if you can't be around family members without putting your hands on somebody, then you shouldn't be around family members. And you're going to start on this BIP class. When can she start with the BIP? All right, you're going to start with the BIP within 10 days, and I'm adding anger management too, because something's not clicking with
I
it.
took a class of anger management already.
Well, it didn't
I
help.
I had requested after this incident, I had suggested
Okay.
she take it. If she,
So she's taken it since this has happened?
this was after the
Yes.
incident, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she did the, court had some other therapy classes the court wanted you to have done those two.
All right, so you're going to start on the BIP. And you had better start doing better with your anger management. I don't know. Is there something more intensive than BIP? Obviously, she needs major treatment for anger management. Just BIP, Miss?
Yes.
All right, you're gonna start BIP within 10 days. If you don't start BIP within 10 days, a motion to revoke is gonna be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
Judge, I have one other request. Upon the presentation of a affidavit from his dad requesting the court change it from no contact to no harmful arrangements. Wanted to see if the court would entertain that.
not until she has
And this is,
done BIP
and
classes.
this is the issue. The dad is trying to help her because they have a child and trying to juggle everything. And don't want a situation where she winds up in trouble of him helping either pick up the baby or.
Oh, they need to do that through a third party. She needs to not approach the court requesting that until she has started BIP and taken some BIP classes. Then the court will consider it at that time.
I have the father here if you'd like to hear from him.
No.
Okay.
Right. So you need to make sure that you start, if you want the court to consider lifting the no contact order, then you need to get enrolled in BIP and you need to take some classes under your belt and give the court some sort of sense that you understand what your triggers are and why you're being violent towards other people. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
You have to sign.